Okay. Hi there. Hello, hello, hello. Listen, I want to take just a quick minute. I know my camera's a little dark 'cause I'm on a totally different laptop right now, but I grabbed it really fast because I got to get off here because I got to get into a class. But listen, I want to talk to you really, really quickly because as you can see, my topic there's I need a man. Yeah, I know I got you. I got you real, real good. So I know you probably everybody probably wants this to go live today. Think, oh, she want a man. Yeah, right. This is what I need. I need a man who will be willing to join me in this series of living a practical life of wisdom. Okay. And so in this particular journey, the Lord has put in my heart that I have nothing but men to talk to others, not just men, but to give their heart in regards to, living a practical life and what they've learned from a particular chapter in the book of Proverbs. Okay, so I need a man. I need you that are watching me, that are men that may know me right now. I think I'm up to maybe like the 11th man. I would love for the 12th man to call me. You can hit me up here, or you can hit me up on my email at elady, SONS, @gmail.com. That's ELADYSONS @gmail.com. I really want to hear from you because I'm asking men to give their leading man commentary about a particular chapter for the month of July. You know, the month of July is a very significant month. And so I want to make sure that you all would have an opportunity to speak. We want to hear from the men. I want to hear from some leading men, okay? I want to hear from a strong man. We want to make sure that the men be heard. We women, we say stuff all the time. But I want to jump into this particular Selah really quick so I can get off here. This came in my spirit when I started thinking about how man, because I've been going around a whole bunch of desperate women need men too, but I'm not desperate at all. I got the biggest, baddest man that I could ever have, and that he moves both in the spirit through me and in the natural around me and through me. And so I got the best man I could ever have. So no, I'm not desperate for no man. I'm not looking for no man. I'm looking for a man who will be a leading man to come and support this effort to be able to let that voice be heard in regards to living a practical, wise life. We can have wisdom, but we have to live our lives practically wise. That means practically practice putting that mask on. That means practically using wisdom before you go anywhere. Practically living. And so I need for you to hit me up. I want to talk to you about being one of my leading men to be able to give your message in regards to my journey through Proverbs for the month of July. All I'm asking you to do is give your leading man commentary and hit me up and we'll talk about it and make sure that you be able to deliver that word that's going to pierce darkness and open heaven over those who need to understand how to live a practically wise life, not just getting a whole bunch of head knowledge and still don't know how to apply that in their lives with sound wisdom and strong wisdom for their families and for their ministries, and most importantly, for what we're fighting in this place right now of the COVID. So anyway, here we go. I want to share real quick about what the word gave me because I got to jump into a classroom in a few minutes. When I thought about this word agitation, it was very, very hard for me at first when I thought about it. I said, this is one of the things that's really, really been bothering me. Let me see, because I lost my place here on here. One of the things I thought that was really, really bothering me when I began to think on people, when I started to think on issues in our lives when we go through different things. And one of the things that I think is very important is that we allow wisdom to agitate us enough to use the wisdom to make sure that we get things purified, that we get things processed, that we get things out of the way that's holding us up. So here's the word today on agitation. When you think about agitation, I don't know about you, the first thing I thought about is, okay, well, I know when I put detergent in my washing machine, there's certain things that when things is agitated to do. And even with things that are going on with this COVID, things that are going on with, all the issues of so much violence and so much power abuse and things like that. When we start thinking on that, it agitates us, don't it? It frustrates us, don't it? But I believe that this agitation of wisdom needs to be turned up because we need to use our wisdom in an agitated way is what I'm beginning to see. So things can get out of the way that will cause us to do things that we think is right and meaning that they're wrong or thinking that they're good and they're bad. And so I believe that when we get agitated, that means we're purifying things out. That means it's processing out, right? That means it's getting washed out so it can be regenerated and repurified so God can use it for his glory. So here it is, agitation. So when we think about work, when we think about doing kingdom business work, I began to meditate on that as I was out, as I was up in the middle of the night, and about 2 or 3. So I opened my front door and I just looked up to heaven. I said, my God, what a time this is. That people don't even feel pushed or encouraged or strengthened enough to say, I better hurry up and make a change now. Something is happening. I can see that. People are dying. I can see that. But I feel that I believe that I'm safe here in my place, and that's enough. No, it's not going to be enough. You got to be agitated enough that you have to do something like this. Get on here, say something that's going to be able to get the people agitated enough that they'll be able to see, I need to look at what am I doing? Okay, here it is. Okay, when you think about agitation, this is what the word gave me today. It said we need to look at, have we found a way in our mind to sometimes see if there's going to be a necessary plan for us to look at and review for wisdom, for practical wisdom's sake, to plan to look at how can I deal with a protest? How can I protest or come against something without violence? Okay, and then is there any lawsuits that I need to consider that's really people coming against my rights and things that I need to do or things that I have been, how they say, come against when I know that it is God's will or this is my property, okay, so to speak. And then am I really making my voice heard? Am I really, really speaking loud enough, even if it's something just that I need to write or say? And then you don't have to debate it. You know that God is saying and not your flesh out of anger, out of frustration, that you have been so agitated about it that you're going about it the wrong way. And then he began to mention me about loudly we do speak, and clearly when things are unjust, yes, we need to make a move. Yes, we have to say something. But how are you doing that? And when are you doing that? And why are you doing that? And when are you going to do that? Yeah. And when you're going to do it, what you going to do about it? How is God going to use you in it? That's why I need a man. I need a man to come on here and take his rightful place. And let's just talk just on the Proverbs to how to live a practical life. How to live a life that's going to make change. It's going to impact change. It's going to impact lives. It's going to impact families. Because they're going to tell their leading man commentary about that chapter and how they actually walked out wisdom, practical living to be able to empower not only themselves, but the empire families, the empire communities, the empire churches. That's what I'm talking about. And then this goes on to say, so on a personal level, each of us should know that he or she need to make a stand. That's why I'm taking a stand to say, I need a man. Okay, I need a man to come and talk with me. I need a man to give their word. I need a man to share their real testimony about what practical living did for them through that chapter that they're reading to you about making sure you realize you're going to have to walk this thing out. You're going to have to make sure you practically live what you preach. Okay. And then I began to meditate on it and went on to talk about, but all of us should want agitation enough to make a move, for it is horrible. It is enough if we're not prepared to utilize the opportunities resulting from the thing that's agitated us. But I know I'm talking to you. I'm so full, I don't know what to do. I don't want to be late for my class. Let's see what time it is. All right. So here we are. And it goes on to say to vote, please vote. Some say, well, it ain't going to make no difference. No, I used to be just like that. No, but I'm going to be heard on that little punchy little thing. I'm going to be heard on right here by somebody. And I hope it's you. And so I believe that God is trying to get us to see that if we vote, we got a voice, whether because you don't run Abba decide whatever he wants. It's like the president we got in place right now. Is whatever Daddy God rules, he super rules. And all we got to do is flow and pray, okay? That's our assignment, pray and act. Not just run your mouth about what it ain't happening. Vote, pray, act, find a way that you can make something get so agitated that you're going to do something about it. And then it goes on to say, and so we need to vote. We need to make sure we study every candidate. We need to make sure that we look at every issue. It ain't about, how they say, Republican and Democrat. It's about righteousness. That's what I'm preach. It's about righteousness. That's what it's about. And that's going to require you to do your education. It's going to require you to think about why are you voting. I remember my mom used to tell me all the time, make sure you vote straight Democrat, Sandy. I got all of y'all, because she said you can go vote for us back then. I voted all y'all straight Democrat. And I said, I don't want you to vote for me anymore. I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. I'm about righteousness. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm trying to let God speak to me through the eyes of the Lord about what's in this man. What is this person or this woman trying to do? I mean, we need to really, really see what can we know for now through these natural eyes of the spirit, because we will never know the expected end out of no man. Because we can know no man like we know not even the true, mind of God. But we can know that we are of God, so we know that God is of righteousness. So we need to look for that, right? Look for that part as much as possible, because everybody got something they can make, how to say, be weekend anyhow. I'm trying to calm it down. Give a little drink. All right. Every time I see them come on here and be real calm, it never happens. But anyway, but all of our agitation, we need to understand that we need to study. We need to look for wise, practical ways. So I'm going to be uploading part 2 today of this journey of Proverbs. I'm going to be talking about in my new lesson coming today. I'm going to be talking about the acquisition of wisdom. Okay, that means how are you applying this? How are you eager to really learn, to get the skill of wisdom? I pray for wisdom day and night. Every step I take, I need it. I need to be able to make it your choice, your way, your time, your relationship. I don't want to be with them because they may be able to get me there, or door may open here or there. I know I'm talking to you. No, I want to be able to be in your wise counsel. I want all 7 ministry spirits to rest up on me mightily. I know I'm talking to you. Anyway, so I'm going to be talking about the reverencing of God. I'm going to be talking about the acquisitions of wisdom. That's my time to me. I got to get ready to go close my class. Anyway, here, I'm close out real back. So we got to vote, got to do all that. So we need to make sure that everything that we do, all the work that we do, all the services that we do, we need the relevant education for now, the time that we're in. It needs to be relevant. It needs to be spiritually relevant. That's why I need some sound leading men to come and talk these proverbs, to open the mind up and the hearts up of these people who are really, really maybe bound from fear and doubt and shame and unbelief, and so many leaders that are fallen. They don't believe they can get back up. I want men to talk from the Proverbs, to share. This is what I learned for practical living out of this chapter. This is what God did for me on a personal leading man commentary. And so for the Selah, I want you to remember, to work it, you got to make sure it's relevant for the time that we're in. To work it, to make sure that wisdom will fall upon you mighty, and that you be doing the way Daddy wants, you got to work it through education. You got to work it through education and training. And so I want you to join me as I walk through the book of Proverbs for the month of July. Like I said, it's so significant. I want to stop by here really quick. I'm trying to get my light to try to be a little bit better, but it's not on, to share here with you. So this is going to require agitation, right? But guess where it's going to start at? With you. I know it hurt. But the greatest agitation is going to have to recognize that I'm agitating. I'm going to stir it up. I'm going to purify it. In me first, right? That's so the greatest agitation is going to be with you. So here you go. Just 5 minutes. That's all you need to do today. Just 5 minutes, just for the day. I want you to say it like this. Come on, say it after me. On this day, I would do at least one concrete, relevant thing by the Spirit of God, by the wisdom of God, by the word of wisdom of God, whatever God is showing you, just for the day. You want to take 5 minutes to do at least one thing. Can you just do one? Can you just do 1 hour? Just one thing. Can you pray? Just one thing. Can you help in just one way? Take 5 minutes to meditate on that, just for the day. What's going to be relevant? What's going to be so agitated in you that you're ready to stir up, that you're ready to impact, that you're ready to empower, just for the day? It's a lot you can do. You don't have to have a pulpit to do that. It's a lot you can do. It could be a phone call. It could be a stop by. You ain't got to get out of the car, just a wave by, a blow a kiss by, just for the day. I want you to take 5 minutes to see what kind of concrete thing that you can do that will advance not only you toward the goals, toward the visions, toward the dreams that God is showing you. But it's going to advance kingdom. It's going to empower. It's going to disciple. It's going to snatch some out of the fire. It's going to make some get agitated that they're going to say, I don't want this kind of world. I don't want this kind of life anymore. 5 minutes to meditate on how is he going to use you to get agitated enough to make the impact. Gotta go to class. Love you so much. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Make sure you watch and listen to the actual proverb that's going toward today on chapter 2. And guess what? I'm going to be talking about the acquisition. That means the empowering power that you can get from making sure that you get the skills, you get the power of all 7 ministry spirits of wisdom that can only come through Daddy God. Have a blessed day and a good weekend.